Hello everybody, this is Chris. Today we're gonna have a new contest. There's only 4 entries, so this should be an easy $20 for one of you guys. I'm gonna jump straight into it. The plan was to actually improve a design. One of my students made this PSD, and unfortunately it wasn't all that great. So rather than me fixing it myself, I decided that I should probably send it to you guys as well and see how you guys do. So again, this is the initial PSD, right? Let's have a quick look through it. We can see it has loads of blue, a few icons here. In the subhero region of portfolio, okay, a fadeaway effect here, red text on a blue background, okay. This photo is absolutely beautiful. So this is an awesome photo. And a bit more content here, quite narrow. Let's check out the width, 1200. Okay. Moving down, testimonials and the blue footer. So again, this was your task to improve this design, right? Now let's see what you guys did. Again, in total, only 4 entries. So let's go through them. So this is the first one, and this really, I found it very odd. So if you have a look here, it's basically identical. So have a quick look here. Let's scroll at the top. So I'm just going through these two tabs, and as you can see, it seems that this designer just applied an adjustment layer, something regarding contrast or something regarding the vibrancy. But yeah, basically it's the same design, and this person just applied an adjustment layer, and that makes absolutely zero sense. I'm not sure how this got misunderstood, but yeah, this is totally not cool. So this design gets eliminated from the get-go. So we're left with only 3 designs. 3 designs for $20. Again, the price isn't really all that important. What is important is the experience. So let's have a look from this starting point. Let's see how the first one did it. The first designer. So right off the bat, you can see a huge change, right? The amount of white is much more pleasant. And this touch of blue here, it's so refreshing. This is a beautiful design through and through. So I really appreciate that, The initial impression is fantastic. It's modern, it's breathable. We have loads of breathing room here. Whereas here, it just seems dark and crowded and busy, or how Americans like to say, it's cluttered. That's their favorite saying, it's cluttered. So yeah, overall, the first impression is awesome. Now, this particular designer is actually a member of our community, and he's been with us for quite a long time. In his email, he actually disclosed all the resources that he used. The thing is, I'm not 100% sure that this is original work. This is the only thing that's a bit of a question mark. You can see it's totally awesome, right? It's night and day versus the old one. I mean, just have a quick look here, and I think you can agree that this is not all that great, while this one is, again, basically absolutely every section is much, much improved. And we can get into the reasons for that, and I think there's a discussion about that, because I think that's going to really help. But yeah, the biggest question is this original? So that's one thing that we have to answer. Let's move on to the next one. Again, so this is the starting point. This is the second one. Now we can see here we build value. Value is underlined. I think that's a pretty good idea. The logo is yellow, basically gold. This one is gold as well. I think that works pretty well. The black, I'm not sure I'm loving the black. The width 1600, that's acceptable. That's totally fine. I would prefer 1920, but that's good as well. The logos here, the opacity is just way too low. I don't think I'm a fan of that. And I would like to see a bigger description here. Everything seems to be squared off, so 0 pixels for the corner radius. Again, I don't think I appreciate that. I would much rather see 5 or maximum, like 25 or 30 or whatever that may be. So yeah, I'm not in love with that. I do love this particular part. I think if you make it wider, if you go with 1920, these are really gonna stand out. I love this presentation. I think versus this gray background, I think this is spot on. I absolutely love it. compared to this one, let's have a look at the portfolio here. This isn't as impactful. So even though this is cleaner, it's not as impactful as this part right here. I think the photos are very well chosen. You can see that the colors are nice and saturated. They're different, yet you can still see the title and a short description here. So whoever did this part, absolutely awesome. Now, again, the question is this original? Because that's one of the biggest concerns, right? You know, I want to make sure that this is original. It seems original, but yeah, I would love to have confirmation of that. Just one quick thing: if it's not original, guys, you're gonna get suspended for life. You're not gonna be on any of my streams. You're not gonna be on any of my contests. So hopefully you didn't steal anything. This part here, I would say this isn't all that great. This is way too tall for the testimonial region. 1100 pixels. This is a major no-no. This should be 500 pixels at the most. And for the single review to allocate so much space, this is a clear mistake as far as I'm concerned. Plus the fact that we have no contrast here, so this is again an execution mistake. So it's a bit tricky because this part is so well done, yet this part here, it just misses the mark. Latest case study is pretty good. I like it. Look at what we have here. What's this, guys? Do you know what this is? This is a sign that someone probably made some edits to the likes of this part, like this. Somebody stole something, it seems. Why would this be placed here? This is extremely suspicious. So guys, this right here, I hope you can see it. I'm not sure what it is. What would this be? An arrow that flashes? I'm not sure, but it's not great. So the design, I'm assuming this is the designer. You were removing the background photo of the woman. Oh, this one here. Okay. But isn't this a clipping mask? No, it's not. It's a layer mask. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Actually, it does make sense. I will like to see the PSD. Please email me the PSD. This part, again, very smart with the colors here. I totally love it. Yeah, and the bottom part is nice as well. Now, the third and last one. Again, this is the starting point. And let's have a quick look here. So he integrated this guy. Unfortunately, he's quite pixelated, so this isn't all that great. The initial impression isn't great. Let's have a look here. So this is a background from FreePic. Nice and clean here. Colored overlay here, but it's a bit small. Overall, pretty good. Decent headline. I like this part here as well, though I would have used a different color. The description is pretty good. So overall, yeah, a pretty decent hero area. This is okay, but seems a bit dated, seems a bit 2010, right? It's not all that modern. There's nothing wrong with it, but the shadow is a bit too visible. The block of text here, just fake lorem ipsum, not even 2 paragraphs or maybe 3 paragraphs. Yeah, I think this could have been done a bit better. There's a lack of refinement here, and I think this part is the same. There's nothing wrong with it, just the colors and the amount of shadows that you used. Again, it's a decent design. It's not all that modern. Okay. Yeah, again, pretty good stuff, pretty solid. But in these parts, you can really see that the designer really didn't do enough research. He didn't really check out latest design galleries, because this part, it's just not good enough for 2022, basically, because we're nearly there. Again, the contrast here is questionable, so I don't think this is in the running. I think it's between these two. Now, let's do a Control-0 and have a look at them like that. This seems a bit wider, and indeed it's wider. This one is darker, but the colors really make it pop. Let's have a vote in the general channel. We're gonna go with the lighter and darker and dark. So let's have a quick vote here. And let's see what you guys think is better. So there you go on that end, and there you go on that end. Yeah, it's tricky, the dark one does pop. I mean, again, this part here I think is lovely. I think this part here is very well done. This part here, again, very nicely done. This is a big letdown. The testimonial section, I'm not sure what you were thinking, but it is a question mark in my mind that everything is so spot on, yet this part here, you can even see the text is centered and it should be left aligned. So various mistakes here that, that's a big question mark here. So this is the dark one. Now for the light one, let's have a quick look here. My advice, you should never leave logo. Just put Google, put Sony, put whatever. Use big logos, big brands and whatnot, but don't leave logo. I don't think that's a great choice. The player, absolutely awesome. I encourage you guys to use this type of player. It's totally awesome. I love it. The shadow here that has a blue tint, again, I absolutely love it. I strongly recommend it. I think it's a great fit. Let's have a quick look here again. The drop shadow, I think this is a bit too much, to be honest. I think it's a bit too much. The radius is overblown. The icons are pretty good, though minimalistic, a bit too simple for my taste. I love the hierarchy, seems pretty good. Testimonial section, pretty modern design here for the rotator. I like the icons as well, seems pretty good. I don't think I like the fact that these are two different colors. I think they should be the same color. Okay, how can we help? Again, basically the same thing as before. What you'll get, I think, something like 1, 2, 3, 4 would have worked very well here. Meet our team with the frozen look. I quite like this frozen look. Again, I think that's something that you guys should definitely steal. Get in touch, pretty good as well. And the footer is exactly to my taste, except the social media icons where I actually prefer circles. So it's quite close between these two, and the votes say the same thing. The light one has 5, the dark one has 6. So a bit difficult to call. Let me check them once more. So let's see who made the most changes in a decent way. I think it's very close. So meet our team. This is shown in both sides. Get a free audit and consultation. Is this here? No, it's not. So I think that's an advantage. Contact us here. Do we have contact? That's basically contact us. Okay, so basically this is the same thing. Though this is nicely done. Quite difficult to call, but I think I'm leaning towards the light one. I think while this is quite nice, the square edges and the poor amount of contrast here in the subhero region, yeah, I think overall I'm gonna go with that one. It's really close, it's very, very hard to say, but again, though this part is quite nice, I do love it. Should we flip a coin? Let's do the following. Here's the thing. Now, in most cases, I think most clients would do the following thing. If it's for the client, most clients prefer a white design. I think that's the thing. While dark designs may have that strong impact that I actually noticed and I quite enjoy myself, I think for most clients, for about 80% of clients, I think they would much rather use white. I think that initial impact of light and blue, I think that's a bit better. So because of that and the fact that the designer said that it's original work, I think I'm gonna go with that, even though the votes, I think they're slightly bit in favor of the dark one. Yeah, it's 7-5. I think I'm gonna overwrite it, and client actually preferred the black and gold design. From the initial design, that doesn't seem to be the case, right? So the objective was to actually improve this design, right? To take this PSD and make it better. So obviously you guys went the extra mile and actually did something completely from scratch, which wasn't actually the point of the contest. It was actually more about things like this. For example, what I would have done is I would have changed the background color to something like this, right? I would have probably made this part white with a colored overlay, whatever, and a strong drop shadow, something something along these lines. Let me actually increase it so you can see, but obviously I would use something like this. And then obviously here everything would have to be black, something like 222 or something like that. Something along these lines, no arrows. So actually this was the point of the contest, to actually improve it, not to actually recreate it. This shade right here, I would probably use something a bit more saturated, something like this, right? So this is the type of thing that I was actually expecting, not something, totally original. AJ, if you hurry, you have about 5 minutes at the most. So yeah, if you want to submit it, you have to do it immediately, because otherwise you're not gonna get in the mix. Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna wait. Indeed, the contest, the stream was actually set to be at 7 p.m. But I need to go out. That's why I'm wearing a shirt and whatnot. Because yeah, it's a very busy day. Um, let's wait for the other designer. But yeah, I have to say that I totally love this part right here. So you can see that home has this little circle here. I find that really elegant. I think it works really well. I like the fact that he included this part here as well. I'm not sure. It's part of the logo. Okay, so this makes total sense. So this is quite nice. Though I would probably just hide the dot. I think there's no need for the dot in this specific situation. Online business, I think it's okay that it's bold. This font right here is absolutely awesome. I would love to know what font it is. By the way, if you're so kind enough to let us know what typeface that is, I think we would really appreciate that. Hopefully, it's something that you chose yourself. Let's see what else we have here. This shade of blue. Let's have a quick look here. So notice it's not a gray like this one, right? A neutral gray. It's actually more towards this side right here. So I quite like that. Poppins. Is it Poppins? Wow. Poppins bold italic, I'm guessing. Again, it looks awesome here. So, props for choosing such a nice font. And, the contrast, I think the contrast is what really sets it apart, right? Because this blue is so rich, where you place any type of white bold text, it just stands out, it just pops. So awesome stuff. Totally appreciate that. Let's have a quick look and see if the other designer submitted an entry. No, he didn't. One quick thing. Let's do the following. A bit of shaming. I'm sorry. So this name right here, I don't think is all that appropriate. My advice, please change it up. I think Boss Game Killer is a bit too much. So yeah, you might want to adjust that to something a bit more professional, right? Just my 2 cents. I think that should be something that you should be doing. Um, let's have a quick look here. So this is a web development company, basically, right? The portfolio section is probably the most important one. So again, I do have my doubts regarding choosing the light one. I think this part here actually is a better presentation, and considering the client, that's a web design company, I think this might work better. Not sure. Let's have a quick look at the other design. He just submitted it. Let's have a quick look. Yep, I just got it. It seems we have two different versions. I'm not sure if that's warranted, but let's try it out. So this is the first one, and this is the second one. Let's quickly see if this guy is a contender. Okay. The initial impression isn't all that great. Code, the design, okay. This gradient, I'm not loving it. I actually quite appreciate this part here. Again, it's not for everybody, but I understand what you try to do. Maybe if you made it a bit smaller, it would have been a bit better. But yeah, the gold here, it's way too much. This is the thing. See, the design is pretty nice, but the question is, will it look nice in 1 year, in 2 years, right? So I don't think this is better than the other two. I think this is quite polarizing. Some people may love it, some people may hate it, and you never want to be polarizing. This part is really well done. Recent projects, okay. Okay, so this is a type of gallery here, and this one is a bit bigger, but there are no dividers. Funny enough, you use the same rotator here. Interesting. Latest case study. Okay, this is awesome as well. This part is awesome as well. So, how we help, this is pretty cool as well. I like the testimonial section. Let's vote for this one as well. 1 second, let's have a quick look. Okay, again, the gradient not to my taste. Let's see this one and see if it's different enough. Yeah, it's a bit different. Okay, you were lazy here. You didn't actually cut out the logo, so that's not nice. That's not nice. You should never be lazy about it. But again, guys, you did so much. You should have just improved the PSD, not create something all on its own. This is awesome as well. So lots of attention to detail. Actually, I'm quite impressed, to be honest, guys. I'm really happy with your choices. Even though again, this was not the the thing that you should have been doing. I think I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna keep this one. Let's vote for the gold as well, and let's see what's what. Gold. Please vote and let me know if this one is actually better than the other two. Let's see how many thumbs up it may get. To me, I think again this one clearly it's not good enough. This one it's narrower. If it were 1920, I think it would have been much better. It has some problems with the logos. Zero corner radius, which is debatable. Awesome portfolio, poor testimonial, fantastic second half. Fantastic second half. This one, the clean one, quite clean, quite nice, but a bit templatey, right? A bit templatey. I think, that's a bit iffy. Now, here's the thing, AJ, and for the rest of you guys, the problem is, ideally, the stream would have happened in 2 hours from now. You should never wait until the end of the contest, right? So if you're working on something and you submit it, in the last hour or 2 hours, that's not good, right? So I think you should really take a lesson from this. Never wait until the last moment, because you never know what's going to happen. The client may make up his mind a day before, a week before. You never know, an hour before. Don't wait until the last moment, right? So the gold doesn't seem to have a lot of votes. So overall, I'm gonna go with the white one. Even though it's a bit templatey, I think I'm gonna go with the white one. I think it's overall a bit better. I think it has fewer mistakes. I think it looks a bit nicer, and for the company, I think it looks a bit better. Indeed, the dark one is also nice. The portfolio is fantastic. Meet the team is awesome. But yeah, I think for most clients, probably the light one would be better. One small thing, let me actually check if the website is live. Shy Man, if it's live, maybe we can Shy Man strategies. Is this website actually live? No, it's not. It doesn't seem to be live. Okay, now guys, I'm gonna go with the white one. Again, it's very, very close. It's just a small sliver that makes a difference. I'm gonna go with the white one. Congratulations, Jeet. I hope that's the way you pronounce your name. Hopefully you didn't steal it. That's again the most important thing. My advice: don't make it so templatey in the future. I think you should do your best to try and avoid it, right? Because I think that's ideal. We do have one late entry, but again, I'm not actually gonna review it. Please be upset about it. Please call me a jerk and whatnot. But again, you shouldn't submit. You shouldn't make a design in the last hour or the last 2 hours before the contest ends. So I do hope you take something from this lesson. We do have the live version. Let's have a quick look. Thank you for the pointing it out. It doesn't make any sense. It's actually based on green. Okay. Ugh. So it's actually based on green. I have no idea why it's actually the logo is gold. Okay. Nah, this doesn't help. If this were dark, I would have gone for it. But yeah, it's light. I'm gonna go with the light one. please send me your PayPal through email, and congratulations, you've just won $20. Again, you worked a bit more than I was actually expecting, but yeah, congratulations. Thank you so much for participating. And guys, next time, please participate. It's really easy. Just make sure that the challenges are never so large. You should never do a complete redesign. Again, the idea was to improve this one, right? Again, thank you so much for watching. This is going to be on YouTube as well. Thank you guys. This is Chris signing out. Have a good one. Bye.